Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another movement that's great for the club. It will be a lot of hips, it will be a lot going on, a little bit more difficult than usual. First I'm going to break this movement down, but then at the end of the video I'm going to show you how you can mix this move up with other moves that I taught previously on my channel. So definitely stay tuned for that. Before that, if you are anxious and stressed and you just don't like dancing in front of other people, that's something that you never look forward to, listen up, because we can now change that. I have an online program where I help beginners go from zero, from not dancing at all, avoiding social dance situations, to being confident dancing in front of others in just a matter of weeks. All of that with my help, with my feedback along the way. So if you're interested, fill out a quick 2-minute application form. I will link it down below. And let's get you dancing. The movement that we'll do today is a mix of two movements that I taught previously, but it looks totally different. It's going to be quite similar to the movement I taught you before. I'm going to include the link below. It was called triple hip. It looked like this. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay, that was our triple hip. You can learn that first, it will be easier. And the next movement we will kind of sorta include with this one was the figure 8. Again, I taught this one before. I'm going to put the link below so you can check it out. But we're mixing a movement that's not so smooth with a movement that is smooth. Let's see what comes out of it. So you're going to start with the feet apart, knees slightly bent so that you're not blocking your hips and your pelvis. And you're going to start with pushing one hip to the side. So let's say go with your left hip, side. Then switch sides, right hip. And then back to the left hip, but instead of doing the same motion, just a little push, it's going to do a half circle on the side. So this is the shape that you want to see. So again, same thing. We have hit, hit, half circle. Okay, and this is just half of the movement. From there, you're going to switch to the other side. So this hip, your right hip will be sunk in. You're going to push it out. Hit, hit, and then the half circle will happen on the other side. Okay? Let me break down the half circle very quickly. And this is pretty much what happens in figure 8 as well. I'm going to take my one hip, whichever, push it to the front corner, and then stick it out, keep pushing it out, and move it to the back corner. So we go from this one to this one with this smooth motion. So it will be more or less like a half circle on the side. But try with the other hip. You're going to push it forward to the front corner, keep pushing it as you're taking it back. Again, push front, take it back. It doesn't have to be a huge motion, so by any means, please don't do that, because we want the movement to look nice and smooth, right? So the smaller the circle, the better. And this is how we will put the movements together, very slowly. You're gonna go 1 and 2, other side, 1 and 2, again, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. I'm going to show you where the snare will be, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay, let's try a little bit faster. Notice here, nothing else will happen. No arms, no torso, no shoulders. We don't need all of that. You'll see that just the hips alone is a pretty difficult isolation. So I want you to just keep the knees bent, only focus on this part of the body. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Hit, hit, roll, hit, hit, roll. Hit, hit, roll, hit, hit, roll. Good. And this is a perfect transition. Let me show you. The triple hip that I taught you before, right into the new one. It will look something like this. Hit, 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 hit. 2 more times. 1 and 2, 1 and the new one. 1 and roll, 1 and roll. You see? Because those movements are so similar, it's very easy to go from one to the next. So when you freestyle in the club, you can do 2 back to back and it will look good. I'm going to show you how to do this movement to 2 songs, because It's a pretty difficult one. You'll see once I play a higher tempo song. So let's try one song on a little bit lower tempo side and one faster. 5, 6, get low. 5, 6, 7, go. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. 1 and roll, hit, hit, roll. Five, 6, 7, go. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Keep going. 1 and roll, 1 and roll. Very small. Stay on beat. The snare will be right here. And a little warning here, I don't want you moving the knees. It's not this. The movement does not come from the knees. The movement comes from the hips. We're doing an isolation. Even though, especially when I'm doing this movement a little bit faster, it may look like I'm moving the knees. I'm not. The knees respond to whatever is happening with the hips because, you know, everything is attached. But I'm not doing this on purpose. Focus on just the hip. And that motion, when the hip goes to the side, imagine it's like you're hitting a wall that's next to you. Okay, so you just push it out. Let me show you how I would use this movement just as a quick transition in between other movements I taught you before, and I'm going to include all the links to those tutorials below this video, so check it out. Remember that if this movement was a little bit more on the difficult side, practice it slow first. You won't be able to do it to a fast song if you cannot do it slow first. If rhythm is something that you struggle with, I do teach all about rhythm in my online program, step by step. You'll know how to dance to any song, any genre. It will be life-changing, I can promise you that. So if you're interested, apply the link below. And if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, hit the notifications bell so that you know when I'm posting, and I'll be posting a lot, I promise. And I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye!
I've lost you, but I need you, and you're off my radar now.